What's going on, YouTube family? Coach Allen back in the building. Yo, today's motivational Monday, right? So today we're talking about true humility. And I'm reading from this book right here, Strength and Faith and Devotion, okay? It says, God opposes the proud, but shows favor to the humble. James 4:6. In this book, they're talking about humility and turning our eyes away from God, right? They're saying that when we turn our eyes away from God and focus on ourselves, that is when the disease of pride comes. And pride is a result of when we really begin to believe that we are responsible for the good that's going on in our lives, right? Pride is also the failure to acknowledge that God is working through other people to provide for us and enable us to be who we are. When we begin to believe that we are the cause of all that is good in our lives and that we sustain ourselves through our own power, that's precisely the moment we fall out of step with God and in fact are imposed by God. I just want to talk about humility and being humble. It's not an easy thing to do. I think sometimes we as people get caught up in repetition, you know. We say, I'm doing this because of God, or God is the only reason I'm doing it. But at some point in time, some people really just kind of saying that and really don't believe it. And some people start to, don't believe the hype, guys. All right, don't believe the hype. Don't start feeding into things. Pride comes before the fall. When you start believing that you're this great, I'm this so great, and I'm this, that, and the other, it just leads down a dark path. And you start, your ego builds. And you start easing God out. That's what ego stands for, right? Easing God out. So you have to be careful what you let come into your subconscious. You got to be careful what people are feeding you. Even if it sounds good, even if it sounds great, be careful with that stuff, man. Some people secretly do that stuff and you don't even know that they are wishing on your downfall, hoping on your downfall. So just be careful what you feed to your subconscious, all right? Humility, be humble. I remember growing up, I played a lot of sports, particularly football, and I was pretty good, and I would score a lot of touchdowns and rush for a lot of yards or get a lot of interceptions or kickoff returns, punt returns. I mean, I like to talk about it a little bit, but my parents kept me humble, man. They kept me humble. And I never fed into all the hype of everybody telling me, oh, you're so great. Oh, you're going to the NFL. Oh, I just didn't. And it kept me grounded. Because I knew at the end of the day, the only reason I was where I was because of God. The only reason I had the talent to even play football was because of God. It had nothing to do with me, really. I put the work in, yeah, but He made the way. He made the way. He'll make a way for you too. Stay humble, y'all. Keep it real. All right, it's Motivation Monday with Coach Allen. Got my shirt here made by my sis, man, Coach Allen. So I'll see y'all on the next one, y'all. Peace.